Welcome back to Let's Play Dead Space. I'm BurningDogFace, and we're here in the filtration, array? Annex, that was the word, the filtration annex.
Warning. Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of filtration tubes.
Yeah, I got that the first time, thank you. Last time I gave a shout out to Justin Jones, who really didn't like the name Leviathan being applied to any necromorph, especially after hearing what it sounds like. Shout out to Derek Floyd, who replied to that saying, "Only two things get named Leviathan: colossal monsters that can swallow sailing ships whole, and teeny tiny chihuahuas." Derek also had a comment correcting me on a bit of Canadian history. It wasn't the
Thermodynamic purifiers
PLQ who were the separatist terrorists. It was the Front de Libération du Québec, the FLQ. Derek here is quoting this. "They were the ones who bombed mailboxes and kidnapped politicians between 1963 and 1970. When a reporter asked Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau, that's Justin's father, just how far he would go to deal with the FLQ, he said, 'Oh, just watch me,' and went on to invoke the War Measures Act, which hadn't been used since World War II. Oh boy. And, oh yes, we had a Warhammer clarification. Shout out to Duffelfish. He said, 'I'd have said that the Eldar, the Eldari, were more users of singularity weaponry, though less gravitational force, and more they just ripped a hole into the warp, and it is now dragging anyone nearby kicking and screaming into the warp, the so-called distortion cannon.'" Anything else in here since it's the last video of the day? Shout out to KOR, who clarifies, the ordering of the symbols. Japanese is read left to right if the symbols are horizontal, and right to left if vertical. Good to know. Let's see, I do hear a Wheezer in the distance. Oh dear. If I were to disable the filtration tube in the middle, maybe I could just hang out in that one all day and let all the necromorphs come to me and burn. 1800. Ah, yes, I can just punch this fuse and get all the way out without having to go back and forth through the tubes every fucking time. Or unitologist garbage on this board. Great.
Stand clear of filtration tubes.
Pick the node, though. Let me guess. Huh. There is a text log conspicuously on the ground between these two workstations. Technical Manual. This manual is open to a chapter entitled Thermodynamic Purifiers, Maintenance and Upkeep. The Notes section has been expanded with, I don't think that curly brace is meant to be there, pulled all the regulators and the purifiers and cranked them up as high as they go. Fucking crazy, but all I can do. It should burn off at least some of the gas. I think? Fuck, I don't know. I have to try anything. Seeing Hidaka puke up her own lungs, deleted. I can't. That can't be me. Oh God, help us. Oh no. Shouldn't the Wheezer be in this room? They were starting to turn right there. I guess that, that kind of addresses... Yeah, that and Liz's entry from earlier sort of addressed the chicken and egg question I've been thinking about. Which was, namely that... Wait. Is that a thing? reflective.
Warning.
Well, the
Thermodynamic purifiers
necromorphs are created by
malfunctioning.
infectors.
Stand clear of filtration tubes.
So it stands to reason that the first one in any given outbreak is an infector. Where the fuck does that come from? There was a stasis thing out here. Lame. Well, there is one on the other side of this, but fuck that room. I'm going to avoid it as long as possible.
Warning. Thermodynamic
Oh
purifiers
my god.
malfunctioning. Stand clear
I mean,
of
I get it's a
filtration
literal
tubes.
life and death hazard, but, man, that's annoying if you stay here. Oh, those noises. Jesus Christ. Annex storage. Pressure cleaners must be signed in.
Toxic hazard detected.
Charming, aren't they? Which one is this? 7. Plasma credits.
Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of filtration tubes. Toxic hazard cleared.
I will note that all of the Wheezers look exactly the same, right down to their right eyeball being more exposed than the left one. So, if any of them were meant to be a woman named Hidaka, they didn't reflect that in the modeling. Oh no, it's one of the brown ones. The enhanced ones. So yeah, fuck that.
Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of filtration tubes.
Down you go. I'm going to have a barbecue. Reuse this meat, bitch. Here it goes. Why did I think I would need the flashlight? Toasty. Yep. Just like Mom used to make.
Purifiers malfunctioning.
Charbroiled
Stand clear of
necromorph.
filtration tubes.
Like, look at this spine sort of thing on the wall here. You could get your hand stuck in there and then you'd be fucked. I know, I keep harping on it, but, to actually learn about OSHA protocols, it's kind of hard not to notice them in video games being shattered all over the place. It's a very dark room. Earth. Spring Mountain back home flavor. Must be a drink. Oh, there we go. Chamber to East Grow Chamber.
Thermodynamic purifiers
Oh, to East
malfunctioning.
Grow Chamber.
Stand clear of
Right.
filtration tubes.
Yoshimura Farms. There's the tomato woman again. Oh. Good God. Well, that was creepy. And yet somehow not as creepy as in the original game when they did it, when I was walking into a cavernous room, and when it was a child's voice, a little girl.
Please, I need you. Help me.
Nicole. The child, it being a child is especially inexplicable, because as I said, there are no children on this ship, just babies and adults. Meat Co. Snacks, barbecue, how chi gile. Mmm. Oh good, another seedling room.
Toxic hazard detected.
Oh, this is that seedling room. This is the last guy right here. Sorry about that. I wanted to look up a comment or two. Because they apply here. And to be frank, I don't think they'll ever apply again, so I might as well read them. Shout out to Yornik, who says, do you know what this place needs? Some positivity. For example, wall meat sounds grody. Why not use wall candy instead? And Wheezers sure can have a somewhat less depressing name, like, I don't know, Puffies? Oh, no. And, oh, I don't know about that. I mean, I do really appreciate Yornik's, sense of humor and the stories he weaves in the comments, but, like, I want you to look at this thing. I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to make that cute or endearing. Ugh. The other one is from Justin Jones, shout out, who says, I never played Quake 4 myself, but I have watched a few lore videos about the Strogg and the horrific things they do to anyone unlucky enough to be captured by them. Can confirm. I played Quake 4, and that is absolutely true. I also played Quake 2, so that was the same guys. I bring this up because I see a lot of parallels between the Strogg and the Necromorphs, in that they convert any organic matter into whatever they need. With the Strogg, they have the creature that they constantly filter their fuel through, and the Wheezer is used to create a toxic atmosphere. Question, though, is the poisoned air another method to wipe out all unconverted humans, or is that a side effect of some other process required for the Necromorphs to survive? Quite frankly, I don't know the answer to that one. I mean, it could be both. The Necromorphs seem fine when they're not in the gassy areas, or near the wall meat, but maybe they have to return there, for all I know. Maybe that's what preserves them from rotting. Well, at least the poor bastards that were transformed into Wheezers aren't aware of their new... Trying to get the door to close because it makes it quieter a little bit. Aren't aware of their new nightmarish existence. Let me see. Oh, yes, and the ominous music starting around timestamp cued me in that something bad is about to happen. And enter the newest horror in the form of the Exploder. Yes, lo and behold. All right. Hey, since you are the last one, before I put you out of your misery, I don't suppose you, could sing a few bars of Buddy Holly? No, I guess those days are behind you. I looked at the Wheezers song to make a joke. There you go. Oh, it hated that.
There is peace. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The Leviathan's metabolism is slowing.
Cross, something's up.
It must have worked. You gave it enough enzyme to dissolve a freighter. Okay, I'm unlocking food storage. Quickly get back there and space the bastard while we have the chance.
Roger that. I really feel like it's not going to be as simple as that. We'll have to see. I am Just covered in disgusting crud. I'll have to do it again. You don't suppose all of these are part of the Leviathan, do you? Well, at least the door isn't locked anymore. I guess that's why there was no symbol on the door. It's not locked, and it isn't, like, power locked. It just can't open, because there's meat pushed against it until now. Oh, right, I forgot I did that. It did the stinger music, but nothing is actually happening. Oh, it was, oh, the other one that I was in earlier, where the bench is. Fuck that. I'm not gonna trudge through the meat when I can just float over it in here. I have to trudge through the meat in here, though. Ah, yes, good. And while I'm here, I'll use the bench I ignored earlier. Ooh, that's a lot of upgrades. 4 nodes. Let me see here. Pulse rifle. God damn it, everything is capacity with this thing. It's gonna be able to, at the end of this, I'll be able to put every bullet on the ship in here. Custom magazine. Piss. Fine. Give me another capacity, and then give me a damage. I see the plasma cutter. This thing could also use more damage, I've noticed today. And let me see the line gun. Capacity or reload? Reload! There, that felt good. How am I looking at the suit? Almost all of them so far. Great! Did you forget how awful this fucking room is, Isaac? Oh, weird. The pole came out of the dead leaper. Oh, wait, no, that was, Oh, right, it gets screwy in midair. Why is this leading to food storage? I guess I gotta go back through those acid sprayers at least one more time.
Exiting zero gravity.
Nutrition systems is still locked. No indicator of how it's locked or where. Yeah, I'm glad the Wheezers aren't suffering anymore, any level of them, and that they're not hurting people. Requiescat in pacem. No flying in here. Oh, right. I don't remember the heartbeat being so prominent in the first game. You know, you can hear it all the time, even when you run. Oh! bunch of panels in this wall just exploded one after the other. They look like open vents now, but nothing's coming out of them. I wonder why that happened. The Wheezers don't return in Dead Space 2, possibly because that outbreak was in too early a stage. Like I said, there's not as much corruption around in that one. But they do return in one of the side missions in Dead Space 3. Oop, everything hitched up and opened the door. Oh, do I dare go in there now? No, I really shouldn't, I suppose. Given that, you know, it is a proper boss fight in there. Well, unless they've changed things up and the poison really did kill it. Let's face it, none of us think that's going to be the case. They wouldn't introduce a scary monster called the Leviathan and then kill it off before we've actually seen it alive, huh? Oh, boy. Liquid hydrogen and supply water. For the love of God, do not get these two pipes confused. Schematic submitted. Item now available for purchase. Good, 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 good. What the hell? I got 65,000. I'll get 11. I'll get the $11,000. Oh, I forgot I could do that. Get the $11,000 heat accumulator upgrade for the plasma cutter. Have a productive day. Now, do I have to go back through the sprayers to get to the nearest bench? What's that? Wrong one. It's not a bench. What is that? Huh. Odd. Oh dear. You can go left to right the different decks. I get that. I guess that is true. Comment about that then. Shout out to Elthwar, who says, very glad they prevented anything from being sent off the ship. I would rather not see the necromorph infection being spread without at least some opposition. And then, I think the definition of dex here is probably a holdover from when artificial gravity was produced by thrust from the crafting movement. Or the crafts movement, I guess. So the decks are oriented perpendicular to the engines, with each layer making up a vertical slice of the spacecraft, sort of like in The Expanse. I need to watch that show. I've heard good things. And the terminology has remained sort of like how floppy disks are save icons. Huh. Interesting. I like that. And it does make sense. And they would go back in that way. I wonder if that's what the space shuttle does. I guess they don't really have decks. They have like a front control area and a storage area. Fuck it, I did save it. I'll do it again anyway, just to be on the safe side. I'm BurningDogFace, and I will see you on the next episode of Let's Play Dead Space. When we head into that big round door, say hello to whatever lies inside. Maybe we'll get really lucky and they'll change things up so I don't have to kill it myself. I'm not even going to knock on wood. Have yourselves a great day, Burning Dog fans. Later.